Well, we've reduced emissions faster than any other major country in the world, and that's why a few months ago I changed our approach to net zero, ensuring that we get there in a more pragmatic, proportionate and realistic way that's going to save working families £5,000, £10,000, £15,000, which I think is the right approach. We also need to strengthen our energy security, and that's why we'll be bringing forward legislation that supports our North Sea oil and gas industry, in supporting the 200,000 jobs in that sector, but also reducing our reliance on foreign imported energy. That's the right thing to do. These are both long-term decisions that will change our country for the better, ensure that as we power Britain, that comes from Britain.
Many thanks. And 4 other quick areas. You'll see the headlines from Nadine Dorothy's book. Have rapes by a Conservative MP been covered up by your party, and are you investigating them?
So these are very serious anonymous allegations. What I would say is it may be that they allude to something that's already the subject of a live police investigation. So I hope you'll understand it wouldn't be right for me to comment further on that specifically. More broadly, the Conservative Party has robust independent complaints procedures in place, but I would say to anybody who has information or evidence about any criminal acts to, of course, talk to the police. That's the right course of action.
The cenotaph on Whitehall at the end of your street has been fenced off from protesters. Why not step in and order police to ban Saturday's pro-Palestinian march in London?
Well, Remembrance Day is a time for national reflection. It's a time when I know the whole country will come together to pay tribute to those who paid the ultimate sacrifice to keep us safe. I want to make sure the police have our absolute and total backing to clamp down on any acts of criminality, but also to ensure public order. And the Home Secretary is today convening a meeting of the police leads to focus on this issue.
Still on Gaza, what's the difference between a pause and a ceasefire?
Well, we've been very clear and consistent that we support humanitarian pauses, which are there specifically to allow aid to get in to Gaza and hostages and foreign nationals to come out. I'm pleased that over 100 British nationals have now been able to leave Gaza thanks to our diplomatic engagement, and I spoke to both the Egyptian president and the Israeli prime minister about this specific issue last week. We've also doubled our aid to the region, and we are playing a key role in making sure that aid gets to those who need it most. We'll continue all those diplomatic efforts, making sure we get aid in and get our British nationals out.
And just finally, is it offensive to say that living on the streets for a homeless person is a lifestyle choice in a tent?
Well, I don't want anyone to sleep rough on our streets. That's why the government is investing £2 billion over the next few years to tackle homelessness and rough sleeping. I'm pleased that the number of people sleeping rough is down by a third since a peak, but of course there's more to do. Our Homelessness Reduction Act, which was a landmark law that we passed, has already ensured that over 600,000 people have had their homelessness prevented or relieved. So I'm proud of that record, but of course there's more to do, and we'll keep going so that nobody has to sleep rough on our streets.
Prime Minister, thank you.
Thank you very much.